Hello my people, welcome to another video. Now most of you guys have been requesting me to show you how you can trade the one candlestick strategy in the best way possible using market structure. Now I explained to you this in another video that I posted about a month ago, and so many of you guys have requested me to come back with a more detailed explanation of how you can use market structure to trade the one candlestick strategy, and also to learn the thought process behind the one candlestick strategy markings and how you can implement this to get better entries, guys. Before we go any further, guys, if you're liking my content on this channel, guys, please give a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, guys, and also share this on your social media platforms. Let this channel get discovered by many traders who are struggling so that they can also be able to benefit from this channel. Thank you guys in that regard. So let's get into this topic. All right, so here I have drawn some illustrations here which I'm going to use to explain to you guys what you need to know when you're trading the one candlestick strategy and how this can help you to implement the strategy correctly. Once you come into the market, you have to understand one thing. This is a kept secret that is actually hidden in plain sight. Guys, before we go any further, I'd like to introduce to you a prop firm that I am using to trade a one candlestick strategy until I get a payout. You can also check out that series at the end of this video. Funded Trader Market is a prop firm with the best trading conditions. You can use the link in the description to check out Funded Trader Market, and you will be amazed at how they have structured their programs. Here you'll be able to get a one-step challenge, two-step challenge, and also instant funding. You can be able to compare these account sizes and also account types using this table right here. You can just change these filters right here for you to see all of the information that you need to be able to trade on Funded Trader Markets. Also, you can be able to join their Discord community here where you join like-minded traders and take your trading to the next level. Make sure to take advantage of the discounts that they have running, as you can see on top of the screen right here, with only 24 hours left for you to get yourself an account. You can get an account as cheap as $15 using Funded Trader Markets as a platform of choice. Instead of you trading your own hard-earned cash, trading small capital like $100, $150, $50, take advantage of this funding program from Funded Trader Markets and get yourself funded today. Every single day when you go onto your charts or when you go onto the computer screen, phone screen, whatever device you're using, you are seeing this pattern playing out every single day and on every single time frame. But it is actually hidden in plain sight that you don't recognize it, right? But today I am going to open your eyes so that you can be able to see how you can implement this very strategy using the one candlestick strategy, but having a more detailed understanding of how market structure works, how the market moves, and how you can implement this in your day-to-day trading, guys. Remember, guys, the channel does not promote gambling or any scams, and I do not stand here as a financial advisor. Please seek services of a financial advisor before you take any decisions in the FX market, because this is a very risky space. You can lose all your investment trading in the forex market. So why does the one candlestick strategy work, and how do I implement it correctly? Now let's look at these formations here. What you're looking at here is a bearish move for the first two candles. These two candles just represent a part of a bearish move. Let's assume that the market was coming from up here and was creating a bearish move. Okay, it was going down and then it started reversing to create this bullish move going up like that. What are we looking at here? What we're looking at here is a change of direction of the market in two ways, from bearish to bullish to bearish. So how does this affect you when you're trading the one candlestick strategy? Now let me explain to you why the market is moving like this, and I believe this is going to be really fundamental for you to understand how the one candlestick strategy works. And yeah, so in a bearish market, remember that we always trade the one candlestick strategy based off the wick of the next candle. For example, if this candle is bearish, we've marked its a high like this and we've marked its close like this. We've done this. So what we are doing is that we are actually trading, getting entries on this wick here on lower time frames. That is the essence of trading the one candlestick strategy. We are trading the wick, this wick that pulls into this space between those two lines. That is the wick we are looking for entries in. so that we can ride the momentum of this candle to continue with the previous candle's momentum. And also, when we are trading this one candlestick strategy, we are drawing these lines up on top of their wicks, making sure that there is no candle that breaks above that high. If any candle breaks above the high, it invalidates the downtrend and creates a potential reversal to the upside. So that is what we are looking at when we are trading the one candlestick strategy. Now, why does this work and how does this work? This works because of what I call general market psychology. General market psychology dictates that if the previous candle, like this one here, was bearish in a bearish trend, you know that the momentum of sellers is higher than the momentum of buyers. All right, so you know that the momentum of sellers will want to continue to the next candle as a selling pressure or having more sellers within the market than buyers. So for you as a trader, you don't want to just jump into a trade immediately this candle closes on a hard time frame. What you do, you want to trade within the manipulation zone, or you want to trade within the manipulation of the previous candle. Why? Because the big players normally want to sell things at a higher price. They don't sell at cheaper price, right? So this wick here is pushing back into the price of the previous candle to create a higher price for the big players to be able to sell this market and continue this momentum. So you want to wait for the market to produce this wick or to pull back up inside of the body of this candle so that you can get a sell at a higher price. Even in normal life, when you're going to sell something, you don't want to sell something at a cheaper price. If you actually sell and you want to make profit, you don't sell at cheaper price or lower prices. You want to sell when the price is high. Okay, that is why this wick pushes up and creates a higher price. And inside of this wick here on lower time frames, you will see, like if you go, for example, if this is a 4-hour chart and you go on a 5-minute chart, you will find that the market will reverse from there most of the time after creating that higher price, and then you get an entry at a good price to ride this next candle's momentum, which creates this body here. This body here of the candle is what I call the money candle. This will be your money candle. After you enter up here, this will push you down and create profit for you if you're trading it right. In a bullish setup, it's just the opposite. Many traders, when they see that there is a closed bullish candle, general market psychology will dictate to them that the next candle also has to be bullish. So what they do is that they start buying immediately this candle closes. They place their buys there. But the big players don't buy at high prices. Even you, when you're going to, for example, buy things or restock things, for example, you have a retail shop and you want to buy some stock and you've gone to China, to a wholesaler in China, yeah, and you want to buy some stock from there. You don't want to go to China and then you start buying things at a high price, or you want to buy them at the retail price while you're buying them in China to come and resell, for example, in your local country. You want to buy things at a cheaper price when you go to restock. For example, when you go to China, you want to buy things at a cheaper price so that you can be able to make profit when you sell at higher prices. Even in the market, when big players are seeking to buy into this momentum of this previous candle, so that they can take that same momentum to the next candle, they don't do that immediately this candle closes. They wait for the market to come down or the prices to come down, creating this wick on lower time frames. Then they will place in their entries here. They may even have, for example, buy limit orders around this area here. They can put their buy limit orders there so that when the price comes down at a cheaper price, they get into those buys and then they continue with that momentum. So you also want to trade within the body close and the body low, and the candle low of a bullish candle. That is the area you want to take your trades in a bullish market. And in a bearish market, you want to take your trades in this area right here within that wick that is created on a higher time frame. Understanding this is going to help you with trading the one candlestick strategy. Now let me explain to you how these reversals in the market happen, how reversals happen in the market, and how you can capitalize on that, right? If the market is going down like this, okay, and you're seeing the red candle here, red candle next, and then you're marking this candle here. For example, you've marked this candle's high like that, that, you've marked that candle's high, and then you've marked this candle's close, and you want to trade it using the one candlestick strategy. And for example, you put your purple box in here like this, right? So now you're waiting for the market. For example, this candle has closed at the bottom, so you're waiting for the market to come down. On the next candle, you want it to come down like this and pull back inside of the purple box and continue selling the momentum of this previous candle. That's what you expect. Okay, in some scenarios, when there is an imminent reversal in the market, what happens is that the market will just continue moving up like this, continue moving up like the way you see this green candle, and then it will break above this red candle's high and then maybe pull back down and close like that. Once this happens, your selling setup is now not valid. You're now looking for buying setups because you're looking for a reversal, because this previous candle's high has been taken out. So most of the time the market is going to reverse. This here on a lower time frame is what we call a break of structure, a break of market structure, or a change of character. For those of you who trade smart money concepts, it is called a change of character. Here the market is changing from a bearish character to a bullish character. That is in smart money concepts. But you can also call this a reversal or a break of market structure, where this candle's high is broken. Remember that when the market is going down, these red candles, for example, on a 4-hour chart, the highs of the red candles on a 4-hour chart, for example, are called lower highs. On lower time frames, they form lower highs, and their lows form lower lows. So if this candle's high, which is the most recent lower high, is broken by this candle here, which creates also a high here, creating a higher high, higher than this previous candle's high, you know that that market is potentially going to now reverse. Now for you, when you're trading the one candlestick strategy, you're looking for that market to pull back inside of this purple zone of this red candle here, pull back into that purple zone, and then start looking for buys. Alternatively, you can shift this purple zone from that red candle to the bullish candle like this, and then you trade the next candle, this green candle here, once it pulls back inside of the purple zone and then continues to trade upwards. So this is how you get good markings using the one candlestick strategy and market structure breaks. As the market is pushing up and you're marking your candles, you reach a point where, for example, let me just do this. You reach a point where, for example, here you have this green candle close and you mark it, and then you mark it low here, for example, like this, and then you draw a tradable box here like this. But what happens, this candle, instead of opening and pulling back in and continuing up, that candle opens bullish, but then it closes red below this bullish candle's low here, violating the purple box, which means there is an imminent reversal. Why does it have to be an imminent reversal? Because this low here is a higher low on a lower time frame, because these bullish candles lows here are higher lows. For example, this is a low on a bullish candle, the next bullish candle is a higher low higher than this one, and then the next bullish candle is also a higher low higher than this one on a lower time frame. But then if this candle breaks that candle's higher low, it creates, for example, this candle will create on its wick will be the next lower low, which is lower than that bullish candle's higher low. Okay, so this is showing that the market is potentially reversing. So what you do now is you mark this red candle's purple zone, like you mark it's a high and it's close like this, and then you trade the next red candle. You trade the next red candle with the one candlestick strategy on a lower time frame, like the 5-minute chart, if this is a 4-hour chart. Guys, I don't want to make this video way too long, but guys, please go and watch this video over and over again. Understand what I've explained to you here, because if you understand this, it is going to be very fundamental to your success as you trade the one candlestick strategy. One other thing I wanted to point out is, if you come here and then you draw, for example, a moving average of 20 here, it will be coming like this above the candles, and then that bullish candle will be the candle that closes above the 20 period moving average, as the moving average goes like that. And then you will see that also the red candle will close above like that. So also when you're trading, consider a 20 period moving average in your trading. This line will represent a 20 period moving average. Whenever there is a close above, a green candle that is closing above a 20 period moving average, you know that that trend is immediately pushing to the upside. And also if the candle closes below a 20 period moving average after you've done all your setup analysis as I've shown you here, you know that the most immediate trend right now is going to be pushing to the downside. Guys, there can be no simpler explanation to trading the one candlestick strategy than what I have done here. All right, please guys, use this information to improve on your technical analysis and understand how to do the one candlestick strategy markings. I'll also leave a full course at the end of the video which you can watch and be more enlightened on how you can trade the one candlestick strategy. Some of you have been asking me to do bar replay, do this on a live chat, but I cannot do this on a live chat and record the entire thing. It will be way too long because these setups, I have to wait for them to form sometimes. You have to wait sometimes for 4 hours, you have to wait for 5 hours, a full day, sometimes 3 days for a setup to play out. So I can't sit there and record for you the entire live. But if you want to see me take trades live using this strategy here, please go and watch my Funded Trader Market series videos. It will help you to understand this much better, guys.